As the war between Israel and Hamas rages on, hundreds of Texans supporting both sides took to the streets in Austin. A pro-Israel group rallied in front of the Capitol today, and immediately after, people supporting Palestine marched from the Capitol through downtown streets and back. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, the latest in the Middle East. Thousands of Palestinians fled from the north of the Gaza Strip today to get out of the path of an expected Israeli ground assault, while Israel pounded the area with more airstrikes and said it would keep two roads open to let people escape. Israel gave the entire population of the northern half of the Gaza Strip 24 hours to move south. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel has only just begun to retaliate for last week's Hamas rampage across southern Israel. Israel has since put the Hamas-run Gaza Strip under a total siege and bombarded it with unprecedented airstrikes. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Netanyahu met with the families of loved ones who are missing or believed to be held hostage in Gaza by Hamas. The families are demanding all options be explored to track down their loved ones. Israel estimates 150 people are being held prisoner by Hamas. And U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says while Israel has an obligation to defend itself, the country should also take precautions against harming citizens.
The way that Israel does this matters. Needs to do it in a way that affirms the shared values that we have for human life and human dignity.
More than 2,300 people have been killed in Gaza. In Israel, 1,400 have been killed. 29 Americans were also killed and 15 others remain missing, according to the State Department. And while that war wages on in thousands of miles away, it is hurting many people living right here in Central Texas. Today, hundreds of protesters filled the front of the Texas Capitol and downtown streets. Some pro-Israel, others pro-Palestine. The two groups had rallies back to back. KXAN's Sarah Alshay shows how each is responding to the chaos overseas.
Hundreds filled both the streets of downtown Austin and the front of the state capitol. It was a day of protest for both pro-Israel and pro-Palestine in Austin. On Sunday, the Austin branch of the Israeli-American Council and the Texas-Israel Alliance held a rally.
2 members of my extended family have been murdered in cold blood. You cannot tolerate it. You cannot. This time, there has to be a change.
Many here saying they've been personally touched by this conflict.
There is many people that we know that have been killed, murdered. They could not do anything besides sitting at home, watch the news and just crying.
Right after that, the Palestine Solidarity Committee, a student organization at UT Austin, hosted its own rally, bringing out hundreds.
Free, free, free Palestine! The occupying Israeli government has removed access to food, water, electricity, and housing for a lot of Palestinians as they force them to leave their own land while they're also being bombed.
People here tell us there needs to be more awareness about the history of this conflict and the Palestinians' struggle.
75 years of being killed and being homeless or being unsafe. People forget that these are real people, real children, real families, real homes that are being destroyed.
Ultimately, it's a situation that's broken many hearts here. Both rallies, a chance for people to get together, feeling supported by their communities. Sarah Alshay, KXAN News.
Both the Austin Police Department and the Texas Department of Public Safety monitored both crowds and helped escort the Palestinian march around downtown Austin.